Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Chris Robinson, Robinson Stack Marketing. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving Friday. Um, Computer glitch overnight. Supposedly, the CME is going to get it fixed by the opening in about 27 minutes at 8:30 a.m. If it's not, I'm sure we'll all know about it. We do have a, it's not really a half day. We close at 12 o'clock instead of our usual 1:20. So, yeah, we're going to close it at noon today. I'd expect thin and uninteresting trade. There's an old expression: "Don't sell a quiet market." Futures are called mixed, so imagine that, right? Nobody knows what's going to happen today. Experts think that they're going to confirm 1 million metric tons that was bought last week. That came after the whole President Trump, Taiwan, China, Japan thing. That's not going away anytime soon. I can't imagine that's not going to whip us around in the next 3 or 4 months. Every time one person says one thing, the other person says another. So get ready, put your seatbelt on. It's going to be a bumpy ride when it comes to that stuff. I think estimates are that we've seen the Chinese take about 3.5 to 4 million metric tons. Um, they're supposedly have uh, secured about 10 or 12 cargoes. That's about 720,000 metric tons. But they still need to buy more to get to that um, original agreement that they walked away from on in South Korea. I guess you're going to interesting. The one interesting thing I would say, which hasn't really received a lot of headlines, is the fact that China rejected some Brazilian beans because it had some garbage in it. Garbage being wheat and pesticide residue. So we'll see what happens. It could just be, they could just be trying to flex their muscles on the stuff that's coming up out of Brazil. So will that affect Brazil's exports? No, but it might spook people that are short grain to think that, oh, gee, here they go, they're not going to buy as much grain from Brazil. That's kind of nonsense. Um, Still looking like there's going to be a record soybean harvest coming out of Brazil. The forecasters down there, AgroConsult, they're predicting a record large 178.1 million metric tons. So how did that happen? Well, guess what? They planted more acres. They have 120 million acres that they're planting down there. Compare that to our, 90, 95, 98 million acres. So every year that South America needs more acres, hey, it is to cut down some more rainforest. So we can't do that here in the U.S., and that's going to be a continuing issue as we try and remain competitive in the rest of the world. Um, so that's probably it. Thanksgiving Holloway. My guess is it'll be thin and choppy with a bid size. The years of my life that I've spent on the floor, days like today's, you can get run over, chopped up very, 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 very quickly. I would say, honestly, if you don't have to trade, don't trade. There's going to be enough action Sunday night, Monday night when we get back to it. And I guess the other thing is what's going to happen with the cattle. If you read my letter, if you read my letter, we're obviously very, very oversold, and we're due for correction. We've seen about a 25% correction off the sell-off in the hogs. We'll see if the fat cattle and feeder cattle can also recover more. Remember, recovery is not a change in trend. It could just be, the market doing what the market does. Um, if you're interested, give me a call, 312-638-8868. I can't imagine a lot of people are going to do anything today. It is Black Friday. We've got more football to deal with here than grains. Again, probably the most interesting thing is going to be what's going to happen if the CME, excuse me, can't get the computers back up. My guess is they'll be able to do that. And so, on that note, I will be posting something after the 12 o'clock close. If you need some help, give me a call, 312-638-8868. Have a great day.